So speaking of Toyota, which is the number one car company, I heard that they had one of their ads banned in Norway. So I don't get it. Were the ads like too raunchy?
No, they were misleading.
How are they misleading?
Well, why don't you try our new self-charging hybrid?
Self-charging?
Absolutely.
Like the cars charge themselves?
They do charge themselves.
Using what? Magic?
Well, the magic of combustion.
Combustion is just burning gasoline.
Right.
That's not...
Self-charging. So basically the ads are that it's kind of like an electric car, except that it charges itself.
The scary part about that is a lot of people might start believing in a perpetual motion machine where the car just like is rolling down the road and it just somehow makes its own electricity.
The thing here is it relies on people, I don't know, not questioning enough because people are used to putting gas in cars.
Can I remind people that hybrids are a gas engine in a car that burns the gasoline to make energy, which powers a battery. So it's still getting its power from gasoline.
It's a gas-powered car.
Right.
It can be more efficient.
Exactly. But it's still a gas-burning vehicle.
Right. And that is different than a plug-in hybrid where you can actually plug it in, get a large amount, or in some cases a piddly amount of electric charge to power the car without burning any gasoline, and then at some point you run out of electric charge, you have to turn on this gas generator to power the rest of the car.
And I think this is where so many people have a brain block, because you tell them this is let's say you take a Tesla and you're like, this is a battery powered car, and they're like, but where do you put the gas?
Where do you put the gas?
Because they've heard of hybrids for so many years, they're like, well, there has to be a place to put gas.
And so the problem that I have with hybrids is that it's not enough of both technologies, right? Because sure, you can have a big, powerful V8, and it can be very powerful. And so people like V8s because they're powerful. And you can also have an electric car that doesn't burn any gas and is very powerful, like a Tesla. But then if you combine the two technologies of both gas burning and electric power, you have to make so many compromises in order to make a hybrid, unless you want to spend a ton of money to get some kind of like LaFerrari kind of like performance hybrid. You're stuck with this not very powerful, not very efficient compared to an electric car kind of vehicle. Right. And for a while, we just didn't have the batteries to make an electric car, and also no one thought of doing it the way Tesla does it.
But get back to Norway. What did they do?
So they banned the ads because they were so misleading.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, here's a quote here. We're not going to read it, but basically what they're saying is that the ad was misleading consumers because they don't mention that this is a gas-powered car, that you have to, it's making it sound like you just kind of let it sit there and it's going to hum, and then you're going to have some kind of, oh, great, now I have more energy. Whereas, the consumer will buy the car, then they're going to have to take it to the gas station. Thanks so much for watching this Now You Know clip.
Head over to Now You Know channel for full episodes of Tesla Time news and in depth.
And if you want to treat yourself and your family to something amazing, check this out.
Jesse and I have been enjoying Masterclass, where we've been learning all sorts of fun topics from the masters themselves. Chess from Garry Kasparov.
Scientific thinking with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Space exploration from Chris Hadfield.
Design and architecture from Frank Gehry.
And so many more.
Click the link down below to support our channel and experience what it's like to learn from the masters at Masterclass.